Okay, YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we got another video here by Refsei Desu. Fans reject Netflix cringe Kakegurui live action adaptation made for the modern audience. Oh my gosh. We got another video here by Refsei Desu. As we guys know, Netflix have been going literally butchering all of these live adaptations of famous anime series. Honestly, nobody's asking for live adaptation. Nobody really cares about this. So it's them doing the whole modern audience DI type of perspective of when it comes to this type of media is kind of disappointing. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and let's just jump in and let's see what this whole conversation is about. Let's go.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So today we're going to be talking about the series Kakegurui. Now for those not familiar, this is often referred to as the gambling anime, where there's this elite school where the hierarchy is determined by gambling. It had 2 seasons, it was very successful, and people still talk about it to this day.
Yeah guys, the anime, this show, honestly, Kakegurui, I don't know how you're saying, I thought it was Kakegurui, but anyways, however you say it, this anime is honestly top 10. It is one of a kind. It's honestly its own genre. It's its own genre, one of a kind, and a fun time. Like, I know a lot of people that enjoy this. I enjoyed it. I kind of fell out of it during season 2 because, I don't know, I think I was watching so many good anime. My anime hunger was there. So yeah, let's just see what's happening.
Now the fact that we're talking about Kakegurui in this video means one of 2 things. Either there is a much desired 3rd season coming for this anime, or Netflix made a cringe-inducing live-action adaptation. Unfortunately, it is the latter, and that's what we got.
I feel like making a live adaptation for Kakegurui is it's kind of like a suicide, because it's either it's going to be cringy or it's going to be super fun, because man, this show is super... It's its own, you know, as I said, its own genre, and the way how the characters act is super itchy and fan service and a bit crazy. So them now trying to like have their own twist in it with live action. I think live adaptations sucks. They did a Naruto one, they did a One Piece, they did a Death Note. All of them suck. So let's see.
Here with Bets, a Netflix series based on this manga. And it is as cringe as you might have guessed. And the comments on Twitter are ripping apart this trailer, and on YouTube it actually might be even worse. You can see the official trailer here. People are going wild. They are very blown away by the quality of this trailer. You can see 2,100 likes versus 7,900 dislikes. That's a very easy set of math to do. That is a 21% like to dislike ratio. People are not impressed by this live action adaptation.
Of course.
On top of that, as I like to point out with these trailers, look at the apathy. 67,000 views in nearly 2 days since this trailer was released on YouTube. That is really low for something like this. You're taking a beloved franchise and making a Netflix live action out of it, and you can't even crack 100K views. I've seen YouTubers make indie projects with more hype surrounding them than this. Now, before we get into the actual trailer itself, we'll watch it together. I want to point out 2 very simple things. Number 1, the live action's been done before and done very well by Japan. They made a live action adaptation.
So there's already been a live action adaptation of Kakegurui. I guess Netflix is just trying to also capitalize on this whole, you know, this whole vibe. I don't know. Let me see. It looks pretty cool. I say the characters look pretty promising. Japan, you know, they always set the standard. I feel like, you know, Japanese, Korean are setting a new standard when it comes to film and series making, you know, because they explore different realms compared to Hollywood. I don't know what's happening in Hollywood. Hollywood have lost their source, no lie.
Adaptation of this series, and it was very well received, mainly because it sticks to the source material very well.
That's
and
good.
Also look at the costumes and casting. They did a phenomenal job nailing these characters, okay?
Yeah, they look good.
You can see they really captured what these characters are supposed to look like and did a really good job, because often it's hard to make a live action out of anime and make it look faithful to the source material.
No, because they don't make it look faithful to the source material. Your commitment with the source material should always be number 1. you should never ever ditch the source material, because what are we watching these shows for? We're watching because of the anime. So the moment you just ditch the anime, you kind of lost. You're making a new story, and that gets us on like, why don't you make a new story instead of trying to steal an old story and making it into something new, which is dumb, honestly, you know.
The second thing I want to point out, this is the cast of characters, especially if you're not familiar with the series. This is what the main cast of characters is supposed to look like.
Yep.
Now brace yourselves. We're going to check out this live action trailer, and it's just as bad as you might have predicted.
Let's see.
My name is Yumiko.
Yumiko.
And I've been bad.
Okay.
But sometimes you have to do a bad thing to make the world better. This should be fun.
Okay. I'm going to do something a little different. This might catch you guys by surprise, but I'm going to start off this reaction with a compliment. Yes, I can make compliments. I'm going to start off by saying I think they did a good job casting Yumiko. Now, the bar for this is...
Yeah, Yumiko is pretty... She looks okay. You know, I don't know. That whole I can do bad things, what, you know, because Yumiko, she was just crazy. It wasn't that she could do bad things. She was just insane.
Very low, but I'm going to say she at least looks like the character somewhat. I know, the standards are really low for this trailer, as we'll see. But also, I think she has a good voice for this. I think she did a good job with that. And I also think she captures the craziness of the character Yumiko in a pretty good way. So that's the end of the compliment. There's going to be no more compliments for the rest of this trailer, unfortunately.
St. Dominic's prep goes back 100 years.
So to kind of round out the plot here, it looks like basically a white woman's fantasy of what an overseas boarding school looks like. Like, they watch too many K-dramas, and this is what they did with this IP.
Parents and their kids here to learn what it takes to run the world. CEO.
Oh man, this voice actor sounds so tired. Wow, that's her. Look at this. Look at this. No, this is atrocious. This is terrible. Let's continue.
T-eyed Kakegurui.
Bro.
I can't believe this. Netflix, how could you? I'm not surprised at all. But look at this blue sky meetup. I mean, these are the people calling you a fascist on Twitter. Okay, who is this? Who is this supposed to be? This is many of the main characters from the cast right now. Yes. My memory of Kakegurui, I only saw the first season of the anime. It's been many years since then. My memory might not be the best, but I don't remember anyone looking like any of these characters. Like, who's this guy? Who is this guy? I don't remember an extremely flamboyant male character existing in the show. Who is this guy? Who are all these people? Yeah, well, we're going to take a look at some of these characters, and trust me, it's going to get a lot worse. So here's one example of a character, for some reason, wearing a COVID mask in the year 2025. That's stunning and brave. Now, this is the character that they're based on. They got rid of the...
Wow. So that's her. Dude, that's a freaking botch. They botched her, bro. Like, dude, that is such an iconic mask. Stick to the mask and the white hair, not some freaking COVID mask. Bro, that is so disappointing.
Iconic mask, and replaced it with this cringe.
Bro.
Why, you ask? I have no clue. They just did it because this is Netflix, unfortunately.
True.
But it gets even worse. Let's play for
even the uniform, guys. Come
on.
Wow, this is her. That's so cringy. Oh no, I see it. I see why they're saying it's cringy. No, this looks so ugly. Stick to the plot. You know, the eye patch even looks so different. The hairstyle. You know, no. That is whack.
Let's do another side-by-side comparison.
Whack.
Look how they massacred my girl.
Dude.
Yep. They did. This is insane.
They butchered her.
Giving some credit. It is hard to match an anime with the live action. It's hard.
It's not. Stop saying it's hard to match the tone. Character design and costumes, that is very easy, bro. because you can literally get people are passionate about character design. There's no such thing as money. Netflix has a lot of money. It's management, and like, dude, they can match characters one for one. Maybe not, they don't look the same as the character, but they can have the same hairstyles, same clothes, same piercings, same everything. They can do that. You know, literally, there's Team, my guy.
Hard to replicate it in real life, and sometimes it just looks a little cringe. It's a little cringy because that's the way anime into live action often goes.
True.
But this just looks bad.
It
just doesn't look good. It looks like a high school production.
Dude.
Okay? The costumes just are so bad, and we know with the Japanese version, they
were 1-to-1. The Japanese version was 1-to-1.
Pull it off. You can pull off these characters,
dude,
if you do a good enough job. They're not doing a good job. In fact, there's even this screenshot floating around right now. I don't know if this is real.
Wow. Who's this for? You ditching your fans. Like, who are they making this thing for, bro? Like, they literally just ditched their whole fan base, dude. Like, are you making it for the fans? Are you making it for new fans? Because this is not I'm a fan of this show. You're not making this for me. What? Who is this? Dude.
I couldn't find it in the trailer, but a lot of people have been pointing this out. If this is real...
Wow. Disappointed.
No words. No words at all. But let's continue on.
Lords, but it's not the classes that change you. It's the gambling.
Who is this black guy? There was no black people in Kakegurui. No offense, I love seeing black people in shows, but don't again make a show and put a black person for the sake of putting a black person because you want to tick off some box or something, you know? Because again, who are you making this for?
There's something out here because Netflix did it to themselves. Okay,
this is DI.
They race swapped one of the characters with a black actor, and there's several black characters in this live action. And,
you can't do that.
You have to understand.
It's not even about the fact that he's black. It's the fact that, you know, he has no resemblance to the previous character, to the anime character, to the manga. Because it's like, who are you making this for? Exactly, who are you making this for? You know, I'm black. And, you know, like a source material show like this, where you're now race swapping and all of that, it's kind of like, it makes me not want to watch it, you know?
Understand the context of the show. If you lose enough bets, the students become slaves. And now they injected a bunch of race swaps, leading to a very interesting direction for Netflix. Speaking of gambles, this is quite the gamble they're pulling off with this race swap. Again, seems kind of tone deaf.
They did it with Witcher. They did it with, I forgot which other show. They did it with Witcher, bro. I didn't like the race swaps. You get me? Like, bro, if they want to put black people in a show, let's make our own show. And we put our black brothers in there. Don't now have an original story. And we say we're going to make an original story, a readaptation, but then we're going to just put a black person just going to be there. Come on, bro. It's so disingenuous. You're not serving the fans. Because who are you serving at the end of the day? The fans are the most important people. Because if you don't serve the fans, then who are you serving? Who's going to watch this show besides the fans? Some new people? People don't care about this show. Come on, bro. This wasn't the biggest anime of all time. It was a good show, but it wasn't the biggest. Now you like, it's a disservice, honestly,
to the entire plot of the show. But anyways,
your winnings are everything.
So wait, is she the best friend of? No, man, that's so disappointing.
If you're familiar with the series,
she's the main.
You might not recognize her, but you might see the one indicator, the
blue lipstick.
This is Kirari.
Oh man, they butchered her. They butchered her.
Here's the character they're basing this off of.
Jeez, guys, night and day, literally night and day. It's like, bro, like, this is dude. You know, she makes the show. This girl with the blue lipstick. She in the anime is one of the coolest, like, antagonists, because she's kind of like the antagonist of the show. She's her opposition. Her being there is so, like, unique, so it makes the show kind of like round up. She brings like a bit of spice, you know, to the show. She has a different, like, energy. Like, her energy is so good, and then to butcher the whole character design, you know, it's disappointing. I
don't know about you guys,
But that's
But
not
I'm
her.
seeing double. I mean, they absolutely nailed this character right down to the very essence.
He's being sarcastic.
Yeah, this is a joke, right? They got the hair wrong. They got the color wrong. They even messed up the iconic blue lipstick. They fumbled like the most recognizable feature of this character. This looks like some girl who's going to the local liberal arts college and is majoring in gender studies. Like, this is an absolute joke. This is not what Kirari should be looking like in a live action. It's like they didn't even try.
True.
Top 10 get into student council.
They play like assassins.
Oh yeah, this is cringy.
Again, being very generous. It's hard to pull off, especially quirkiness in live action when you're basing it on anime.
True.
But this doesn't look quirky. This looks cringe.
It looks
I'm
cringe.
sorry. I'm going to say it. Okay? It's cringe. I'm sure most people just found that cringe and a lot of elements of this trailer cringe.
I mean, the show is cringy itself, you know. It has a lot of moments where it's like, oh my gosh, you do roll your eyes. But it has a little bit of charm to it because it's so original. You haven't seen this perspective of an anime or manga before. You know, it's a different, it's not an isekai, you know, it's a different type of take in a high school drama. But like this, guys, this is why I don't like Netflix live adaptations. They always butcher them, bro.
Teachers and students vanish. Dead, alive, nobody knows.
That sounds fun.
She's insane.
My parents.
They went to St. Dominic's.
One of these people murdered them.
They really try to also make Yumiko as some kind of like savior of the school, which is a weird route because it's
She
not
was
really
never a savior.
what she was doing in the anime. She's not like some.
She was there to have fun, bro. She was there to just mess shit up, have fun, be crazy, be edgy. She was very edgy, you know. A lot of fan service. So yeah,
a hero trying to save the whole school. It's like not what she's about, but that's kind of the spin they're going with here. Interesting, I guess.
And I'm gonna find out who.
So you're some type of pro gambler here to beat everyone and take their money.
yeah.
No, not their money.
They were really proud of this shot. You know they were very proud of this shot. 100%.
Royal Blood! Blackjack! Bingo!
In this world?
You know, I was going to
Ooh.
compliment, again, how well the actress kind of nails Yumiko's craziness.
I mean, for me, it's not my cup of tea. It's okay. I mean, like, I don't know. You know, I would first need to watch the show before I can start saying, okay, her acting and all of that. You know, we would need to watch the show. For now, what I see, it's okay. It's nothing crazy. You
And then
know? Everyone else is no, bro. Everyone else is terrible.
This
Jeez.
happens. And then just the pure, unadulterated cringe rears its ugly head once again with this. This is the person calling you a chud on Twitter for criticizing this trailer.
You rule or you obey. At St. Dom's?
Well, at least they stayed faithful to the source material for this scene.
I make the rules.
We're just getting started.
Also, the fighting scenes are just, like,
Bad.
comedically bad. And also, what is with this shot? Is this the Hunger Games?
Yep.
What happened to the plot here? Why are we doing all
This
this?
is the Hunger Games.
That's it.
Oh no, this is the worst way. Oh, so they're calling it bet. Okay. I guess it's not Kakegurui, it's called bet. Oh, I don't know, bro.
That's the trailer. Are you interested in trying out bets?
Nope.
Let your opinions be known in the comments section if you're
Nope.
thrilled to see
Hell
this.
no.
Now, there's a lot going on with this series and with the reactions to it. The YouTube comment section on this is brutal, to say the least.
What it is saying?
You can see the top comments. This is just right down the list as we go here.
Pope didn't die.
Pope didn't die for this. Take it back. we should start making Murdered by Netflix awards.
No, for real. No, for real. We should start making that award show, dude. Cause nah, bro. For real, like Netflix just don't know what to do when it comes to live action adaptation. I feel like, you know, it's made by people that don't really necessarily care about the source material, or if they care about it, they just don't know the direction, or if they know the direction, they just, man, I don't know, just something goes wrong, you know, some way, somehow it just gets like DI'd, like it gets like the modern audience take, you know, which is terrible for a show. It's terrible for a show that is all about gambling and risk taking and all of that shit, bro. It's just, you know, Kakegurui is such a quirky show, and then you're gonna make the whole quirkiness into live action. It's kind of like it's a death sentence for real.
It's a good idea. Just give us Kakegurui season 3. Yumiko is not a hero. She is not out to help people. She only wants the thrill of gambling.
Yes.
Colonized
Simple.
version of Kakegurui.
Bro.
Netflix, I understand your desire for more Kakegurui, but you didn't need to do this. We just wanted season 3.
Simple.
They do realize the main plot of this show is about losing bet equals become a slave.
Dude.
They are genius enough to have a black dude to be the character. We have Kakegurui at home. This isn't the Kakegurui I remember. Yes, I think that's a very fair statement to be made here. And also, of course, you go to the YouTube or the Twitter comments, and things get even worse. Okay, people are not exactly thrilled. You see the comparison points being made. How did you ruin Kakegurui? How do you mess with perfection? And you got the DEI squad here. Russian roulette, but all the chambers are filled because what the F?
Bro.
Cancel it. This stuff is ass. Live action of the animated project will always be trash, especially if it's made by BET. Okay. It's not by BET, Black Entertainment Television, but I'll allow it because there is a quote from the Boondocks here.
Black Entertainment Television is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
That was a good episode.
What?
Anyways, why did Japan create a show based on black exploitation? What? Why are you guys so confused about this? Why are you so confused about the name? That's like the one thing we can really settle here. It's called Bet.
Oh, because the show is called Bet. Oh, then they call it BET. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I get the joke now.
Absolute ass. Bro, all the animes to adapt. This stuff is going to be worse than Death Note.
Bruh.
Possibly. Who asked for this? Y'all brought back the Zoomer version of High School Musical and slapped Kakegurui as the title name. Please, I beg you, stop.
Yeah, make their own show.
Some Dragon Ball Evolution here. You know what?
Dude, like it's like Dragon Ball Evolution. That was terrible. The Dragon Ball one, the Naruto, dude, those were terrible shows.
Let's give some grace to Dragon Ball Evolution. Let's look back fondly at the memories it gave us, okay? And right now, it's no longer the worst rated film. Actually, Snow White and that live action actually overtook. This is the worst rated film. It's pretty impressive, actually, but you get the point, right? This is a disaster. Who asked for this? Nobody. Nobody asked for this, and it's a very hard anime to nail.
Very hard.
It's been done before.
I think, yeah, and it's also been done before. You know, let's see the Netflix, the live action adaptation of Kakegurui, the Japanese one. Okay, so this is the live action from Japan.
この超名門校ではギャンブルの強さで生徒の階級が決まる。最重要人物はこいつだ。そこに転校して。
Yo, these guys actually stuck to the source material. This looks better.
できた。ジャバミユメコ。
本当の勝負ですよ。
Okay.
そしてこの学園を牛耳る生徒。
Bro, look at this. She looks 10 times better in this one. She has aura now.
全校生徒の皆さんに代表
Dude, they stuck to every single character.
を選ぶギャンブルに参加してもらいます。
Look at even the mask.
投票しなかった場合、即刻退学。活動資金3億円を申請します。3億！この学園にギャンブルは必要ありません。生徒会に屈服することもありません。
リレッ
ジ。
ギャンブルでは何も救えない君たちを助けたい。
さあ、 始めましょう。一人でも私に勝てたら全員の勝ちにしてあげる。
消えてしまい
ジャバミヤメコを野放しにはできない。
何か裏があるに違いない。生徒会をぶっ潰す。絶対に勝てる。
Okay, it's still cringy. Okay, what I can say about the original, the Japanese one, right? It's still very cringy, but man, the characters look so cool, dude. Like, they look so better. They stuck with the source material. It didn't pretend to be something else. That's what I hate about shows of nowadays. They try to pretend to be something else because they think they know better, you know? It's like The Witcher. The Witcher made me go insane. I stopped watching The Witcher from season 2 because it's just like, bro, if you're not gonna stick with the source material, then why continue making a show? Make another show. Like, goddamn, Netflix. Why does Netflix love doing this? I don't understand why Netflix love doing the things that they do. Make another show, make your own show and call it something else. Don't say we got inspired by. Make your own show. Go make something else, dude. And then you get me, like, we'll have something that's better. Whereas this looks 10 times better. Dude, they should have just done this. They should have just done what this live adaptation from the Japanese version did, because it looks 1,000 times better. 1,000 times better. You know, because, bro, honestly, like, you know, you can't be like butchering characters. Like those characters in the previous the Netflix one was terrible. All of them looked terrible except for the main character. The main character looked on point. Everybody else looked bad. But yeah, you guys tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.